Hello, this is the American Drifter, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Ventura, California. You've ever heard of Ventura? But this is a place I've been coming to since I was a little kid. My parents used to take me up here to go to the beach, and now I come up here alone to, once in a while do video shoots or whatever. And this is a good town. I almost got laid several times in this town over the years. Several times I got real close to having a sexual adventure, but of course it never panned out. But I feel, that in any town I almost got laid is pretty good. Most towns I never even got close to even having a chance to ever get laid. Here, several chances, ultimately blown, but not blown. You know what I mean. There's a giant tree here on the corner, like 100 years old, planted back in the old days. Look how thick the trunk is, huh? When I had like a date and I laid on a blanket with this girl underneath the tree, and later that night I almost got laid. So that tree has a pretty special place in my heart. I'm gonna take you to this other spot where I met this really beautiful girl a few years ago and got just a breath away from getting laid. Right where that person's walking right now is where I ended up meeting her. She was just sitting there looking at the ocean, looking lonely, waiting for somebody to talk to her, and I felt I had to do it. I felt I had to say something. So right around there is where I met the girl, and we met, we went out, and we had a nice time. We walked around. It was like 4th of July weekend. We walked around, looked at some stuff, and I know that if I would have had another guy's personality, I could have had sex with her that day. Then I remember one time I was walking down Main Street here, and I was in one of these little shops, and I was just hanging out. I was getting coffee or something, and this lady, blonde lady with curly hair, kind of fat, but still, cute, started talking to me just out of nowhere. Wanted to know my name, wanted to know if I wanted to have lunch. It just was coming on to me. I thought, wow, this is great. I'm totally gonna get laid now because she came to me. And then we went in and we had coffee and stuff, and then I think she figured out that she didn't like me after all, and then she kind of just like said goodbye and left. But I think within that first 10 minutes, she was ready to have sex. But this is the site of a near lay, very, very close lay, but the beautiful, looked like a Native American type woman. She kind of looked like she could be an extra in Dances with Wolves. I ended up meeting her, and we started talking. Everything was great. I only had about 3 drinks in me. I was feeling confident, making some jokes, and then we started kind of sitting close together. I was kind of rubbing her thigh, and then some other guy came along, and she knew him already, and they started talking, and then he started kind of arguing with me about something, and then I had about 7 drinks at this time, so then I started getting all in the mood to like argue, and then I started kind of picking on her a little bit. And then, I started kind of making fun of her, going like, woo, 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 woo. That was just really not tasteful. And she ended up, I think, going home with that guy. And I went to my minivan and masturbated. So yeah, man, awesome. Almost got laid there.